it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you for joining me again today. Today we've got product share, I can't say it, product share information. So autumn winter catalogue, I can't show you the inside yet. If you are one of my existing customers, you will have received your copy by now, hopefully. Do remember that you've got until the end of the month to take the benefit, make the most of the benefit of the extra promotion. So if you've got a large order, think about joining my team because you get more for your money that way, and it's basically no strings attached. All the information is on my website. You must be sick and tired of me saying it by now. Anyway, so I've got three product shares for you. I've got paper, I've got ribbon, I've got combined. So the product share is to have a quarter of each of the papers. These are gorgeous. They're glossy on one side, so foiled on one side and photo realistic on the other. They're a good weight. They're the usual designer series paper weight, but beautiful. They are just out of this world. If you shopped with me in July, you will already have had a sneak peek because I used these for my July thank you packs and made some really quick cards. They're just so quick to make cards with this. It's gorgeous. So quarter share of everything. So this is the Feels Like Frost specialty paper. I have got as much as I was allowed to order of this because I love it, and I think it's going to be one of the most popular papers in the catalogue. It's winter rather than Christmas, so from that point of view it's perfect. Then Night Before Christmas, this is quite an interesting colourway. It's cherry cobbler, crumb cake, crushed curry, early espresso, mossy meadow, night of navy, old olive, poppy parade, pretty peacock, and very vanilla. So very vanilla background, and it's what I would call kind of traditional Christmas but with a twist, because the colourway is just a little bit different. The back papers, as in the B-sides, are pretty generic, so you could use them for, most of them, for non-Christmas projects, so really useful. I think it's going to be another winner. So a quarter of that. Let me just pop that away. Then Perfectly Plaid, and again some of you will have had a sneak peek of this because I've used it for some of my catalogue gifts, and it's gold foiled, but again this is generic. Vast majority are generic, so you can use them for all sorts of projects. Don't just think you have to keep it for Christmas. And again, it's a really good weight of designer series paper. It's probably a slightly thicker weight than usual, but it's a good weight. It's certainly, yeah, it's a good weight. And as I say, most of them are very generic, so really useful. And there's a lot of specialty paper this year. The vast majority are actually specialty papers. So this is Brightly Gleaming, which has got copper foiling, and Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and Pretty Peacock are the colours. And again, some of you will have already had a sneak peek of this. It is gorgeous. It's, again, a good weight with some fairly generic patterns. It's going to be a really useful one, and it's on a vanilla background, so again something slightly different. There's quite a lot of vanilla this year in our papers, which I think is nice. You can get a bit sick of Whisper White all the time. Come Gather designer series paper. So this is very much autumn, and again a really interesting colour palette, but again generic. You could use this, as I say, some of them are bound to be very much Thanksgiving, autumny sorts of papers, but a lot of generic. That one just doesn't want to be seen properly, does it? Oh, okay, it is the same one. I love that stripe. I think that is amazing. And then checks. Checks are very in at the moment, this sort of gingham look. So that is Come Gather, which is one of the few what I would call standard papers. Then we have Toile. I'm practicing saying Toile. Toile. This paper is just 3 colours if you include the Very Vanilla. So it's Garden Green and Cherry Cobbler on a Very Vanilla background. You've got the same pattern on both sides, but you've got Cherry Cobbler one. I say Cherry Cobbler. No, Real Red. So it's Garden Green and Real Red. So they are reversible, so I can see some interesting projects using folding, so you get both colours. Again, a gingham, a stripe, floral, very generic, and then winter. So not just Christmas. Then we have Let It Snow specialty paper. Some of this has got glitter on it. It's another really interesting colourway. So again, we've got some lovely generics. So we've got stripes, Coastal Cabana in this, Coastal Cabana and Flirty Flamingo. Wow. This is the glitter, and it's, that glitter that doesn't come off. More glitter. So cute. I mean, really cute. I love this. Snowmen. There is a snowman punch. I'm not sure that you can punch the snowman out. I don't have the punch yet, but really cute. This is going to be great for landscape cards. I can see that. It's just the card front. Really quick cards to make. Amazing. More stripes, but this is glitter. More glitter. And another stripe. So again, generic mittens. And lastly, another of these dossy colours, backgrounds, and little snowmen. So that's really, really cute. And lastly, in the papers, but not least, I am loving this paper. I am so staggered that I'm saying this. I am not normally a Halloween fan, but you may have noticed I've started my Freaky Friday series because I'm embracing Halloween this year. This paper is amazing. It reminds me a bit of the Addams Family. It's got vanilla and white, so really easy to mix and match your papers or card. Generic. So this, I mean, some of these are just so silly. So we've got Portrait of a Vampire as a Young Man. So I Married a Monster, Marriage Advice for Any Couple, The Old Man and the Sea Creature, How to Cook 40 People. I mean, there's just some really fun words. They've obviously had great fun doing this. Oh, Memories and More, autobiography, Vlad Dracula. I just love it. This is hysterical as well. We've got scrap of book, stock of card, and then ink, but I just think they've had great fun with this. The Marauders map. So if you've got anything Harry Potter, you could use this for Harry Potter because it is basically the Marauders map. But yeah, I just think it's such fun. It made me smile when I looked at it. So generic. This would be great for a scrapbook page. I haven't read this yet, but I must read it because if the others are anything to go by, this will be amusing. And then this lovely cut apart sheet, effectively. And you can see I've already used it because I'm loving it. I can see that I'm going to end up with lots of packs of that. So that is the paper. The paper share is a quarter pack, and I'm only cutting it at 6x6. So it'll be 2 sheets of each of the patterns cut at 6x6. So you can use either side, but it's 6x6. It's effectively a sample. To buy the whole lot before postage is £95. To get a quarter share will be £25, and that includes postage and packing UK So that is only for the UK. I can only do product shares in the UK because of my arrangement with Stamping Up. Right, so that's the paper. Then we've got the ribbon, and in no particular order. This is the classic weave ribbon, but with lovely words on. So it's Merry Christmas all the way. 10 yards of that. You will get a quarter of each of these rolls. Real red. This is so lovely. Really lovely. I mean, all the ribbons this year are just amazing. So garden green stitched, and this is on a kind of, it's what I would call an ivory background, so it'll go perfectly well with either white or vanilla. But that's garden green. Then we've got the curly ribbon, which is, I want to say, in real red, yes. I don't know why they're all piled up and they're falling over. Right, so this goes with the Halloween suite. This is the basic black scalloped ribbon. And you can see it's got scallop on one side. It's got a sort of self pattern. Really lovely. Again, 10 yards. I'll tell you when we get to anything that isn't 10 yards. Cherry cobbler diagonal stripe, which is lovely again, really soft, going to be great for tying bows. Seaside spray and silver. So this goes with the Feels Like Frost suite. It is gorgeous. Again, I can see myself buying a lot of that. And then, for some reason, I haven't opened this one. This is in shaded spruce with gold down the middle. It's like we had for the Garage suite in the spring summer catalogue, which was in black and silver. This is in shaded spruce and gold. So really, really smart. I think that's quite nice for a sort of traditional, but we haven't quite embraced traditional Christmas because it's the shaded spruce. And then this, which goes with the Gather Come Gather Autumn suite, which is this lovely satin edged ribbon, which I want to say, yes, you only get 5 yards of this on the roll, and then this is Cajun Craze. It's light linen thread, but in Cajun Craze, and you get 10 of that. So if you buy the whole lot, you get 10 of that. So if you were to buy all of it, you would get 95 yards. And I mean yards. So for those of you in the UK, I am not talking meters, I am talking yards. You will get a quarter of each roll, which is 23 3/4 yards in total. If you were to buy all of it, it's £65.50 before P&P. The share will be £18, including UK P&P. I use Royal Mail. I send out my shares in boxes. They will be in the papers will be in individual 6x6 cello bags. The ribbons will be in a bag. I will label everything with what it is, what colours are in it, so you'll get all the information you need, so that if you wanted to order more, you've got it there. If you want to combine a share, so have a paper and a ribbon share together, the total for that will be £42, which does save you on postage, because it's £25 for the paper and 18 for the ribbon, which would be £43. So you're saving £1 on the postage and packing, because basically I can put it all in one box. So there we go. I will be taking orders for that up to the 2nd of September. So you need to drop me an email. I will invoice you before the 2nd of September. I will invoice you about 5 days before I place the order. So the order will go in on the 4th of September, which is the first day that we can order the quantity that we're going to need. I'll order that on the 4th of September. I hope to get it the following week. And then I will send it out to you. So I hope to get it the week commencing the 9th of September, and then get it out to you before the end of that week, not least of all because I go on holiday at the end of the week. So yeah, I will be cutting and then doing some more cutting. So if you're interested in that, please drop me an email. I will have a link on my website with my email on it. I'll have all of this on my product share tab, and I will link that in the description bar below so that you know what you can get. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!